Welcome dear student. Again in my channel we are going to deal with the animal diversity third. In animal diversity third we are studying the Scoliton and we have studied the characters of the Scoliton. It belongs from the class Pisces. As it belongs from the class Pisces, we have seen its systems. Now in today's lectures we are going to deal with the circulatory system of Scoliton, that is heart of Scoliton, which are the parts and the function of heart of Scoliton. But before that, you are requested, please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest news about the uploaded videos. As well as if you like the videos, please press the like button. So now let's start to the heart of Scoliton. So this chart we shown the different figures of heart of Scoliton. This is the ventral view of heart of Scoliton. This is a lateral view and ileus of heart of Scoliton, longitudinal section. If we see the structure of heart of Scoliton, this structure generally shows that heart of the Scoliton is reddish brown in color and it is a conical organ situated below the pharynx, enclosed in a special cavity which is present in these vertebrates, that is pericardium. The coelomic cavity and anterior most coelomic cavity, that is pericardial cavity. In vertebrates, the coelomic cavity bifurcate into two, anterior pericardial cavity while the posterior one is perivisceral cavity. So in this pericardial cavity, cardium means the heart and peri means surrounding. The cavity which surround the heart is called as the pericardial cavity. Along with that, that cavity is having the fluid. That fluid is called as a pericardial fluids. And these, with the help of this fluid, this is about this layer which shows this cavity. So this is the pericardium, and into that pericardium here is this fluid. That fluid is called as the pericardial fluid. The function of the fluid is to protect the heart. Heart is a vital organ, important organ, so as to protect this from external shock, injury, damage. While in case of any kinds of the jerks, all these kinds of the shocks and jerks get absorbed with this pericardial fluid and heart get protected. So that is the chief functions of the pericardial fluids along with the pericardial cavity. So this is enclosed into this pericardium, and the heart of Scoliton, which consists of four important chambers. Number first, sinus venosus, then second, auricle, the third, ventricle, and fourth, conus arteriosus. So likewise, these are the four chambers in heart of Scoliton. But though there are four chambers, but we have studied in class characters of class Pisces that the Pisces or the fishes having only two chambered heart. So that's why in this Scoliton, as it belongs from the fish, only the two chambers are considered to be true. Which are these? This is the auricle and the second one is ventricle. So these are only the true chambers of heart of Scoliton. The remaining two chamber, sinus venosus as well as the conus arteriosus, these are not considered as a true chamber of heart. So only these true chambers, which are these one, this auricle or atrium and ventricle, these are considered as true chamber of heart. And these, beside this two true chamber, the remaining two chambers are sinus venosus and conus arteriosus. So these are here, these are the chambers, this atrium or auricle, then ventricle which is triangular in structures, then sinus venosus as well as conus arteriosus. So these are the four chambered hearts. Only two are considered as a true, this auricle and ventricle. So this is about the structure with these four kinds of the chambers heart encloses. Then what is about this sinus venosus? If you see the sinus venosus is in this ventral view there are two important veins. These are the two veins which are collecting veins. What is about the difference between veins and artery? Veins are the blood vessels which collect the blood from various parts of the body and pour this blood into the heart. So that is about the vein. And artery, which generally collect the blood from heart and just conveying this blood from heart to the different parts of the body, whether for purification to the lungs or this purification to the gills, or whether to the various parts of the body to generally supply the oxygenated blood. So that is the artery taking blood away from the heart, and the vein collecting blood from the various part and taking or pouring this blood into heart. So that is the difference between artery and vein. So there are two veins, ductus Kiveri or Kiverian duct and hepatic sinuses. So hepatic means the term related to the liver. So this about the sinuses means these are the blood vessels which are irregular in shape or structure. That's why they are called as sinuses. So these two different important veins which collecting the deoxygenated blood from various parts of the body and pouring this deoxygenated blood into the sinus venosus. Now this sinus venosus is again having the opening. This sinus venosus is having the opening into auricle, but before that there is a wall, and that wall is called as the sino-auricular wall. From sinus, it supply from sinus blood goes to the auricle, that's why it called as sino, and in auricle that's why it is called as auriculo. Sino-auricular wall. The blood passes from sinus venosus to auricle. So these are the walls which guarded, or again these walls are very peculiar that which prevent the backward flow of the blood, so that the blood is not going reverse back. So that is the peculiarity of the walls. So this is about this sinus venosus, which is again having such kinds of the two important veins, ductus Kiveri or Kiverian vein and hepatic sinus. Then this is about the sinus venosus. The next portion or the next chamber is auricle. So this auricle, it is seen or the visible through the ventral side. If we goes to the dorsal sides only, or this two ear-like lobes are visible from this auricle. So this auricle, it is somewhat again muscular bulgy structure, and these collect the blood from sinus venosus and pour this blood again the most bulgy parts or important parts of the heart, that is ventricles. Again there are walls which guarded in between the auricle and ventricle, prevent the backward flow of the blood. These are called as auriculo-ventricular wall. So these are auriculo-ventricular wall. Then from ventricle, which is a muscular bulgy structure, chief pumping organ, which pump the blood forcefully so as it goes to the various kinds of the parts. Basically it goes to the gills for aeration or oxygenation. This blood is deoxygenated which comes to the heart. Then from this is about the ventricle, which is again having more triangular structure, bulgy structures. Then walls are guarded with this chordae tendineae, hold these kinds of the ventricle within these kinds of the pumping. And from ventricle the blood passes into the next portion, that is conus arteriosus. There are different types of the walls in between ventricle and conus arteriosus. There are this miniature wall, along with that the semilunar walls of anterior row as well as posterior row, and again they prevent the backward flow of the blood from conus arteriosus to this ventricle, and from this conus arteriosus it passes to the ventral aorta and then goes to the gills for oxygenation. So these are the four chambers: sinus venosus, auricles or atrium, ventricle and conus arteriosus of the heart of Scolodon. If we see the circulations or the pumping or working of the heart, then these are this lateral view which gives the information about how the blood comes and passes from the heart. First of all, we'll see this figure which shows the from where the heart receive the blood. Heart receive the blood from various parts of the body through this important vein, ductus Kiveri or Kiverian duct, and hepatic sinuses. Then in heart, it again passes into these chambers, and later from this heart to the ventral aorta, it goes to the gills for oxygenation. And from this oxygenation, this blood again passes from gill directly to the various parts of the body, not to the heart. So the heart which receive the blood only at once means only the venous blood or only deoxygenated blood which comes to the heart. So that this is called as the single type of circulation. This circulation is called as single type of circulation, and only deoxygenated blood come to the heart. That's why this is called as the venous heart or these kinds of the bronchial heart. So this venous or bronchial heart, because it only receives the deoxygenated blood from various parts of the body. Then cardiac branches of the vagus. Vagus is the 10th cranial nerves. This vagus, which generally having these cardiac branches over the heart, this forming the nerve plexus in muscles of sinus venosus. So sinus venosus, this is the first chamber, and this vagus which is forming this nerve plexus of these cardiac branches and initiating the heartbeat with the sino-auricular node at the sinus venosus. And due to this, the muscles which are present into this, that's why the heart is called as a myogenic heart. And the muscles of sinus venosus, where the sino-auricular node is present, which stimulate the heartbeat. And from sinus venosus, which generally shrink, then again atrium which relax, then this from, likewise this flow passes. So likewise this the beating, heart beating, which are in the form of systole and diastole. Systole which get shrink and diastole which get relax. So with the help of this systole and diastole, continuous rhythmic pumping or action, the blood flows continuously throughout life of the individuals. And in Scoliodon, only deoxygenated blood comes to the heart, and that's why this type of the circulation is called as the single type of circulation, which receive only the venous blood or deoxygenated blood. And for oxygenation or purification, it goes to the gills, because as you know, Scoliodon is aquatic individual or this fish or belongs from the Pisces, which is having the 5 pair of gill slits. And the gills, oxygen is going to be mixed into the blood through the gill lamellae, and later on this oxygenated blood passes again to the various parts of the body. So this process completed, and with this continuous rhythmic that contraction and expansion, that is systole and diastole. So this is about the how the heart get or perform it function. Conus arteriosus, it has the 5th afferent bronchial artery. So this arterial system arises with this ventral aorta. This is the 4th afferent bronchial artery. Then paired apertures of the 4 afferent bronchial arteries. Then median apertures of the 5th pairs of the bronchial arteries. So likewise, this is about the structure of heart of Scoliodon and the functions or the working of heart of Scoliodon. So with these structures and functions of heart of Scoliodon, hope you understand all the structures and function of heart of Scoliodon. Still having any kinds of the doubts and query, please feel free to write into the comment box, and hope you understood as well as enjoyed these lectures. And once again, thank you very much for watching the entire videos.